Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles, and this is my little sound check test stream. I have absolutely no idea if anybody is going to log in and see if this works or not, but I just basically need to know if you can hear me. That's basically the main thing. I want to know if you can hear me, and also, I've been using this mic for most of my broadcasts, but Greek is here. Thank you very much. You can hear me. So a lot of people have complained and said, whenever I do a live unboxing, people can't always hear me. And so I am trying my mic, which is right here, connected to my computer. I thought I tried this one other time, but people couldn't hear me. But I want to see if you guys can hear me whenever I go back in the back of the room. So can you guys hear me the same way? Obviously, it might not be as good as my regular mic, but whenever I'm back here, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me whenever I'm back this way? Can you hear me all the way back here? Let me know if you can hear me in the back part of the cave, because whenever I do my live unboxings, I want to be able to have you guys hear me, what I'm saying. So I'm just basically testing out this mic. Again, it's not as good as my regular mic, but this way, whenever I am out and about in the cave, this will work. So I did try this one other time and people couldn't hear me. So let's just see what everybody has to say. Okay, hey, buddy, thanks for being here. Hi, sounds fine. Okay, that's great. Ben Cave is in the house. Hey, let me know if you would like to join us tonight for Rogues. Let me know if you'd like to be on the show again. We can. Okay, good. Good day for everyone. The BSC rocks. Thank you very much, my friend. Statue Man says, I hear you. Sound engineer and fan, and yes, we can hear you. Good. So like I said, usually I'll use this if I'm just doing like a regular stream, but like when I'm doing the live unboxings and stuff, I want to be able to move around the space, and so I'm really glad that this is working. All good. That's fantastic. Loud and clear. Could you guys also hear me back there in the back? Okay, yes, you can hear me. Yes and yes. Okay, I'm assuming that's in the back as well. So again, if I come back here, blah, 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 live unboxing, blah, blah, blah. Again, thanks to everybody that joined me for Harley last night. That was a lot of fun. And again, we got Rogues tonight. So again, I just wanted to make sure that this works. We got Eric B in the house. Sounds the same as when you're near the computer. That's great. So that is excellent news. That's awesome. Yes, I hear you easily back there. Okay, good. So I don't know why I haven't tried this up until now, but it's, somebody commented maybe yesterday, like, it'd be nice if we could hear you, whenever you go back into the space. And again, I would imagine it's just as long as this will last. I don't know how long the charge is on these things, but I charge them every once in a while. It's a 10-4. That's fantastic. We hear you really good. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, good, 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 good. That's fantastic. We got Jacob Tells, Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here, Jacob. Sounds good. Okay, great. This is awesome, guys. So I'm here with you. I wanted to do my sound check, but since I'm here, you guys want to do a hangout show? We could just hang out for just a little bit. I am, cleaning up the cave right now. I've been hanging up some photos, doing a little bit of painting. Been, cleaning up some edges where things got kind of nicked and stuff. So it's been a productive couple of days here in the Batcave. But what do you guys want to talk about? Again, we got Rogues Gallery tonight, so please join me, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I know, I think Mr. Delaney is going to be at work, so I think he might miss us. But hopefully, everybody can join us tonight. Glad that you can hear me. That's fantastic. Great to have you here, Mr. Kramer. Ordered the new Poison Ivy on Throne today. That's awesome. So where did you get her? I ordered mine from Comic Concepts. Actually, you know what? Since let's just do a little live Facebook Messenger. I'm going to message Comic Concepts. And see if I can hear anything there. See if we can get a response back. Because I am curious about that. Because I've seen some people starting to get that piece in. So I'm excited about that. Sideshow had 500 in rewards, so it was a no-brainer. Okay, so did you have like a waitlist convert? Because that one had been waitlisted. Let's look at Sideshow. Let's look at Sideshow for a minute, shall we? A little impromptu Sideshow collectibles. Let's do Poison Ivy. So, so she says pre-order. So this is the deluxe bonus. Okay. So maybe she was still, the other two were waitlisted. So that is interesting. But this one right here is the deluxe. And I think that I got the deluxe version. I don't think I got the deluxe version because the bonus part was just the Batman cowl, but it's on the back. So I didn't really feel like I necessarily needed it. So I think I just got the deluxe. I got mine from Comic Concepts. But yeah, that's a really great piece. I just did a stream earlier this morning with some friends as we all went into queue for that Artisan Ellen Ripley from Aliens today, picked her up. So yeah, that is on there as well. That is this one right here up for pre-order. I did share this one in Facebook, but this thing looks pretty good. I think the likeness is pretty awesome. As you know, me and Facebook Messenger not on good speaking terms right now. Well, at least we can communicate right here. It's always great to have you, my friend, in the house. So yeah, that one's really a cool piece. What else is new? I'm curious if we have anything else that's up for pre-order. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Let me see if I can save that. We can look out at Rogues tonight. Let's see. Put it right there. That's cool. It's just like the one from Batman, right? The Batman one. That's cool. That's neat. It kind of came out of nowhere. Is there anything else on here that's cool? What do you guys think about this one? Did anybody order this one? It's pretty crazy. It's a crazy piece. You got the deluxe. Okay, so that same one as me then. That's fantastic. Congratulations. I would hope that she would be shipping soon, I would think. 1/6 plastic figures are now nearly $400. I know, it's nuts, right? When I ordered this morning, it was for pre-order. Now it shows waitlist. Okay, so maybe they got a few in stock, maybe? Do you save the Alien Warrior figure for Rogues? Yeah, I do have that loaded up for Rogues tonight. So that'll be cool. All right, get that off of there. It's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool hot toys that just came out, and I think that is sparked a lot of interest. I know, especially for the Aliens fans. I like that one. It made me start thinking of the Sume Harley. So the Sume Harley, they did show recently the kind of in production. I assume that she would be shipping by now, but she is, I would assume, in final stages. So hopefully, fingers crossed, people will have a chance to get her soon because she looked fantastic. So what direction do you think you're going, Marvel? I'm going to try, at least initially, to stick with Iron Man and Spider-Man. Depending on the space, like my original idea was just to do Batman and Iron Man and kind of have like a billionaires club. But when the Queen Studios piece didn't work out, I decided that, it wasn't meant to be, blah, blah, blah. And so I got some Spider-Man pieces in, and I don't know, I just keep thinking, like, should I just stick with Iron Man, sell the Spider-Man pieces? I love both of those characters, so I think that they both have room. I'm not strapped for the funds right now, so I feel like I could keep them in the collection for a while. I've had them in the collection for a couple months now, and I think that's surprised some of you out there for sure. I would love to get the Hulk and love to get the Venomized Hulk, but I just don't know if I should. Sume takes forever. They make Prime 1 look like Sonic the Hedgehog for production. It's unfortunate too because their stuff is really good, but I guess it's maybe worth the wait. Lane, do you have any of the other pieces like that? The Joker, I really like the Joker. No, keep and do Spider-Man and Iron Man. Again, I haven't got any tracking on it yet, but I got the Spider-Man with the villains. So I'm excited to add that one. Kind of do like a little Spider-Man diorama. I've got the LBS. I've got the one on the pillar. And then I've also got the one that's like the one that broke. That was the 3D force perspective one. Plus Iron Man will not have a ton of rogues made. That is true. You know, I really like Ironmonger. Like I like some of those. And that's where I think if I was going to just collect Iron Man, it would be like just the suits. It would be some of the different suits and probably a lot of them by Queen Studios. I really like what they have done. And there's a quarter scale by Queen that I have my eye on that I'm considering getting. I just don't know if I want to spend the money on it at this time. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. You're just not sure. But I don't know. When it comes to Marvel, I was kind of got going head over heels. And now I'm kind of like, should I wait a little bit? Should I? Again, Batman's my passion. I just got Harley in yesterday. I was really glad to get her back. As you can see, I still have the head over here. Right there. Would anybody be interested in me reviewing her again? I kind of moved her around to try to figure out a spot. And I'm like, I just don't know if anybody would want to see that review or not. No, I do not. Basically, a friend of mine, Marcos, gets a ton of Sume. When you order one of their big pieces, you have to go in knowing it'll take minimum 3 years for production. Wow, that's crazy. But again, the Joker looks great. The Batman, I really like the storytelling. And I think the Harley looked really great as well with all of the kind of the amusement park and the roller coaster. It's really neat. Have you seen one of Jay's other X-Men pieces? I saw all the stuff from this weekend, if that's what you're talking about. Apocalypse. I'm not sure if that's the one you're talking about. But Apocalypse is the big bust. They also had Black Panther on display and Rogue. And they had Clayface and Kingdom Come Superman. So all of those were on display at ToyCon. Definitely go and check out Graded HQ on YouTube. I highly recommend that you check out his videos. He did 2 or 3 videos from the event, and I'm just so jealous that he gets to be there because those things are awesome. And you know, maybe he'll feel jealous when I'm at San Diego. We'll see. But I would love to meet him sometime because he just does such a great job. Nope was not shown at the display. I am part of some groups that might have shown some pieces, but I don't know exactly which one you're talking about. But I know Jay has got a ton of pieces in the works, a ton of pieces. So that's always good, right? Well, anything else you guys want to talk about? I won't keep you long. If nobody has any questions or things they want to talk about, again, Lane has definitely kept the conversation going. So thank you, Lane. Appreciate that very much. But I think I've highlighted everybody's comments. Witch King, you've kind of out of the alternative lines. Arkham Metal, are you considering an absolute Batman if and when it comes out? Okay, I see what you're saying, King. Yes, I am definitely interested in absolute Batman. Some of the other designs, I don't know if I would really go that far. Jay has teased an absolute Batman 3rd scale, and I would probably get that one. I really like what it looks like. I've seen some customs that look great in quarter scale. I would love to see what Prime 1 would do. I would love to see what Sideshow would do with absolute. I don't know if I would get like an absolute Joker. I don't know if I would get a like a Two-Face or some of those other characters. Like some of the designs just get a little bit too, I don't know. It would be a maybe. And I think I would be more likely to collect them in quarter scale than 3rd. But I would want to get the absolute Batman 3rd from Jay. Because that thing, especially if he does what he's teased with the base, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but there is another character on the base, and I think it looks fantastic. So that is definitely a yes for me, but I would love to have maybe a quarter scale line. Again, I just like the Joker as this monster. Like, I don't know. I really like the way Batman looks, but I just don't know about the other characters. Where do you guys weigh in? Would you be into a alternate line like that? Would you be all in on Absolute, or do you guys have any interest at all? Okay, yeah, no worries if you don't want to name it. Again, Jay has got a million things cooking all at once, and I never know what he's said and what he hasn't. So I'm cautious myself. We got Kevin in the house. Thank you for doing my mic check with me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Again, I am. If you're just joining me, I'm now able to actually walk around the room a little bit, and you guys can hear me when I'm back in the back of the room. Again, as I walk, thanks for helping me test out this mic. I was very interested in being able to do things in the cave, especially for live unboxings and things like that, where I can get up and move around and you guys can still hear me instead of going away from my Shure mic. So again, I appreciate that very much, guys. For LBS, what statues do you have on order? Is there any you are still on the fence on? So I have the Joker and Harley, which will go right about here. And I don't know if I'll display Harley or not, but I wanted to at least get her just in case. So I've got that piece, and that's it, I believe. I'm still debating on the animated series piece. The animated series piece is still a maybe for me. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it has a place in the Batcave? I just don't know. I just don't know. I emailed you the piece. Okay, let me. I won't say, but let's see what we got. Oh yeah, yeah, Lane. I have seen that piece, at least kind of a tease of that piece. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. But as for LBS, like I'm really excited about Clayface. Obviously, I'm even more than Clayface. I'm excited about Ra's al Ghul. From what I've seen Jay show us so far, I'm just all in on that piece. I've wanted a Ra's al Ghul for a really long time. I'm really hoping that he does a Two-Face soon. I would really like to see his take on Two-Face, because no one's done him, and I don't know if Prime 1 will do him. Obviously, now that Riddler's finally up for pre-order, and I did pre-order him, I'm hoping that we see another third scale. Well, obviously, Mr. Freeze might be one that we see soon, but time will tell. But I am very excited for those particular pieces. But anything Jay does, anything Prime 1 puts out in third scale, I'd be interested in. Even if it's characters they've done before, I would be okay with that. But I really want new pieces. There are some custom pieces that I'm interested in getting. I've ordered a ventriloquist in quarter scale, so he'll probably go down here. At some point, I might move some of the movie pieces and have more premium formats in the back row and just fill it up with all villains. So we'll see. We'll see. We talk about Skeletor tonight. Absolutely. I've got the photos loaded up. I've got all the images up and ready to go. I always, try to get everything ready by Wednesday morning. Obviously, there might be some stuff shown today. You never know. But definitely going to be talking about the Prime 1 Skeletor. I think he looks really great. I was hoping that we would see, at some point, the cartoon version. The stream is about just testing my mic, but we've gone 20 minutes. So I'm just testing my mic to see if I can roam around the cave, and I can. So I'm really glad you guys can hear me all over. And it's kind of turned into like a little chat show. So whatever you guys want to talk about for just a little bit, we can do that. I'm glad that you popped in, Stanley. I will ask you like the light up for it. I think the light up's nice. It's not bad. It's like it's a Snake Mountain. So I think it looks okay. I don't know if a light up is necessary, but I think it's okay. I just don't know how many people are going to want movie versions. That's going to be the main thing. 400 less than, is he really? I haven't even gone to the Prime 1 site to look. Is he already up? So $14.99. $14.99. He-Man. That's crazy. Well, so the regular version is $15.99. So Skeletor is still cheaper. The deluxe is $18.99. It's good to know, though. I'm glad you said that. Let's share the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I should have done that. It's my fault. So yeah, there's He-Man right there, and he's $18.99, and then you got the regular version at $15.99. And that's expected to ship October of 2027. And then if we go back to Skeletor, which is right here, again, he looks really great. And I don't think you necessarily have to just be a fan of the movie version. I think you could absolutely add this one. But, you know, again, I would rather have the cartoon style, and that's based on the art Lee Bermejo. It's $14.99. Yeah, it looks like it'll be up for pre-order Thursday. But, you know, when you talk about He-Man, let's go back into that and see if I can, like this one. I just think that this one right here is going to be the more popular piece. I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, I can see more collectors wanting this one. And again, it's based on Bermejo, which I absolutely love. And this one's just got so much more going on with Battle Cat. So that's just my opinion. Snake Mountain has Red Eyes and Havoc staff. That's true. Any news on your takeover of the basement? So the basement is just a possibility at this point. I don't necessarily need to go into that room, but there are some things that might be in the works. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you going all. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, we'll talk about it tonight on Rogues. Artwork one of Skeletor and Panther together would be cool. I'm surprised they haven't shown that version yet. Do you use a dehumidifier unit to protect your collection in the summertime? In Kansas and Nebraska, we pull over a gallon of moisture per day out of the air. I have a split unit that's above me. I had that installed, and originally I wasn't going to do anything. So you can imagine the summertime, because there is no ventilation in this room. This was a storage unit, storage room, basically. And so there was no air conditioning, heating and air. And the best thing that I could have ever done in this gallery was put a split unit in. And it definitely takes up a little bit of wall space for my Finch art, but I'm really happy with that. So I don't have a dehumidifier. I don't feel like I have any really trouble with moisture or anything like that. You know, Kansas for sure, but I am in a lower level, so it, you know, keeps it kind of cool in here. So I don't really have any issues with that at all. Lord Vader himself. We got Thor Gunnarsson in the house. Thanks for helping me test out my mic here. Vader needs the price of the Elder Predator. Yes, you do. Why have we not had a price point? And I'm nervous. These things, though, like, not only are they massive, not only are they amazing, but holy crap, they are expensive. Like, you know, you look at an Elder Predator, you look at like something like the Nora with Mr. Freeze. Like, I think some of these big pieces are going to absolutely break the bank, and I'm really nervous about that. But yes, I bet you do need that piece. But that's not a Star Wars piece. That's not a Star Wars piece. Let me ask you, Mr. Vader, are you going to be getting the 3rd scale Darth Vader from PCS? That I would like to know. Do we get a video short once the basement is full of your stuff? You laughing evilly with evil red eyes? That could probably be arranged. I'll practice. I'll practice. Without question, Billy is definitely an enabler. He will, you know, proudly admit to that, which means I can put up my #enabled sign right there. Yeah, he absolutely. I think that he's probably the one that probably kicked it off for me the most when I visited him, just because his collection looks so amazing. And I liked the pop of color. I liked that it was like Marvel versus DC. It just looks really cool. And again, I've got Marvel over here, but I feel like that's enough. I don't feel like I have to go crazy because I love the Marvel characters. But then whenever I was like, should I get these Spider-Man villains, but I don't really like this character, I don't have any connection to this character, and that told me what I needed to do, because every character that you see in this shot I love. I love Batman, and specifically I love his villains. I can't say the same thing about Marvel. In Marvel, I like the heroes, and so I have Spider-Man, I've got Iron Man, and so focusing on the heroes, I think that's going to be the direction I go. Where I don't really have connection to the Marvel villains. I do like some of them. I like, Green Goblin. I really like Doc Ock. So like those characters I can see me getting. And, again, I'm going to keep pushing Anthony Mestis to make a new Green Goblin. I think that'd be really cool because obviously they are doing the Doc Ock. But yeah, Billy is the biggest enabler for me in Marvel. And I mean, some of my other friends would be like, you're an idiot for getting Marvel. It's like, you're a Batman guy. Just collect Batman. So it is what it is. Nightmare's Cave in the house. Thank you very much, Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. Just my 2 cents to help you spend too much money. It is my birthday next week. I am turning the big 50. And so I probably should buy something for myself, don't you think? Consider that LBS Batman, the animated Batman. You love that Batman. It's all in one, and you probably will get sucked into buying it later. I love the piece. I just don't know if it would fit with the comic book stuff. That's where I really struggle the most, is that I just don't know if it would fit. All right, so Thor says, no PCS 1/3 Vader. I'm too far in on 1/4 scale Sith Lords, but yes, I have begun dabbling in Predator. So you're teetering on the edge. You're doing a Mr. Chris Michael right here. You're like, I'm kind of deviating a little bit. I got my Marvel, but you don't know how deep to go. But if you're going to go a direction, man, Prime 1 Predator is a great way to go. My second love that I rarely talked about during the open mic. I was going to say, I don't remember you talking much about Predator. I mean, you've always been the bad guy, Sith Lord, Palpatine and Vader and Darth Maul, like those characters. And so it's cool to see you venture out too, because I think as we all get older in this hobby, like life is short, collect what you love. Who cares what anybody else thinks, especially which is hard to do whenever you have a YouTube show. But just collect what you love and try to make it work in your collection. And sometimes, I get stuff in and I'm like, I really want it to work, but I mentally can't make it work. It bothers me. And if something bothers you in your collection, then get rid of it, and move on to the next thing. And I think that's great. So I'm so happy that you found Predator. And I'm glad that you're sticking to some rules too, because I would love to have that 3rd scale Vader. I love 3rd scale. Darth Vader is one of my favorite characters of all time. Vader and Palpatine. Like I probably like Palpatine a little bit better than Vader. Maybe, I don't know. I just feel like he's like the ultimate bad guy. And I always loved him as a kid. I've always liked the bad guys. I don't know what that says about me. But I know I've been beating this drum too. I think if it comes out and wait till it's in hand, that 1/4 Iron Man with Gantry from XM might be a great companion to the 1/3 LBS. If I was going to get one, there's the classic Iron Man quarter scale. I love that piece. I would definitely consider it. I am at the point now where, I'm thinking maybe of just focusing on the movie suits. So I don't know. I'm like, should I keep the LBS if I'm going to get the movie stuff? Should I keep the LBS Iron Man? I just don't know. Spider-Man's obviously the comic book version, but if I get a bunch of movie suits and put them in a diorama, I think that could look pretty amazing. And so we'll see. I just don't know yet. Plus, I have the life-size Vader bust, so I don't need. Yeah, I was going to say your collection is amazing as is. Like you don't necessarily need to do that. And with PCS, sometimes like I just don't know how it's going to turn out. Like sometimes I love their movie stuff, sometimes I don't. So I'm hoping that they just nail that one. But you're right, the life-size Vader will have a bigger impact, in my opinion. And with all the quarter scale stuff, I think the quarter scale stuff pairs up really nicely, maybe even better than 1/3. So I think you're on the right track. Well, there are literally hundreds of comics of animated Batman, so it still fits. It does. Like I said, I've got so much comic book in here, and like Prime 1 third scales are all getting more and more realistic. So I just don't know if having the animated style with its very, it's not detailed. It's very slick. And so I just don't know. I just don't know what to do. Happy early birthday. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I can't believe I'm turning 50 years old next week. It's pretty nuts. Which means I was about 40 when I started this channel. We got $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Lane. Happy early birthday from the Mad Hatter. Well said. Where's our Mad Hatter statues? Come on, Prime 1. Come on, Sideshow. Mad Hatter would be phenomenal. I would love to have a Mad Hatter. Maybe throw a little White Rabbit on it. That'd be all right. That'd sell a few statues. Maybe a little diorama. Little David Finch. That'd be awesome. But thank you very much for the super chat. That is so nice of you, Lane. Thank you. Movie Iron Man is dead. Now we approach the age of doom. We do. And so I personally have no connection to the Marvel Universe in comics. Outside of Spider-Man when I was a kid, it's the only comic I read. I read Spider-Man and Batman. Sometimes I would read Superman, action comics, and things like that. But I love the movies. I love the MCU. So, again, maybe getting a movie version of Doom would be pretty cool. I love the way Doom looks. I love the character. And so, I don't know. I can see me doing more movie-based Marvel stuff. And so that was my original plan. It wasn't to get any Spider-Mans. So what I see long-term is I see me just doing Iron Man. I really do. I think that would look really cool. Again, the billionaire. I could still be the BSC. I'd be the billionaire statue collector, Bruce Wayne, Tony Stark, and Iron Man is not dead to me. He is still alive and well and kicking and, shoot to thrill, AC/DC playing in the background. Are you getting the 1/4 scale Iron Studios Batman identity statue? No, that's not one that I ordered. I really like the concept of it, but I've got the quintessential Batcave right there with the Prime 1, and so I don't feel like I don't feel like I need to get that piece. Although I would love to review it and see it in person. There's nothing better than seeing a statue in person. Obviously, watching a channel like this, you come to my channel to see new pieces or to hear my thoughts on pieces, but there's still nothing better than seeing something in person. And so I would love to have the opportunity to see that because I do think it's really cool. I do like the portrait with kind of like the smeared ink. I think that's really neat. But I really think it turned out great, but I just don't feel like I have necessarily a place for it in my collection right now. But obviously I've got some room and maybe I should reconsider, but I didn't connect to that piece as much because again, I feel like that's the one I really love. So anyway. Well, so the crazy thing is this right here is 34 minutes. My show last night when I unboxed Harley Quinn went 23 minutes. So this show is actually even longer than that, which is crazy. But I do want to thank everybody for helping me test my mic. I want to thank everybody that joined me last night for the live unboxing. That was a lot of fun. And then please join me tonight because we are going to be doing Rogues Gallery Live. And I'm really looking forward to that. So please join us. Have lots of great topics to talk about, a lot of good photos to look at, and a lot of good stuff coming up on the channel. Some of it I could talk about, some of it I can't. But again, cannot wait. And then again, I'm going to tease this one more time. There's going to be the unboxing of the year next Friday. Next Friday night, you're not going to want to miss it, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be an unboxing that you will not forget. All right? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you helping me test my mic. And we'll see you tonight for Rogues Gallery Live. Bye, guys.